So today, an amazing thing happened. We ate HelloFresh for the very first time. We got the box in on Thursday. It was unpacked. Everything was packaged perfectly. A nice little brown bag. Your meat set aside. Everything was segmented. It was the perfect proportions for the entire dish. And I know exactly what went into the dish. So I feel great about the food that I actually ate, and it felt like restaurant style or restaurant grade food. It really did feel like it came from a 4 or 5-star restaurant. So I was thoroughly impressed by it. It was actually fun to cook and not have to worry about the small logistics. So you still have to cut the vegetables and you still have to prep everything and do the actual function of cooking, but like the hard part was taken out. Everything was already reassembled. It came to our doorstep. So I could really see the value in doing something like HelloFresh. I mean, it was the perfect package to make it really simple, especially with a road trip in the morning / afternoon today, coming home at 5, needing to just make something. I mean, it all just kind of came together within 30 minutes, and before we knew it, we were plating everything. That was just a really great process to walk through. Really happy that we did that. And it was really filling, really healthy. They give you the macros and everything. It was searchable on the apps that I use. So with the Parmesan spaghetti that we put together, I would probably add some broccoli to it. Other than that, it just kind of was perfect. And broccoli you can just toss on the side. We would just use an Instapot. It would take just as much time to prep that, toss that in, and then it's ready to go at the exact same time. My fitness updates. So to give you guys an idea or a framework to work off of, I have 3 major goals whenever it relates to my fitness. The first one is my weight. I'm looking to lose 40 pounds and lose 20% body fat. The second goal is to hit 3 workouts per week in order to keep up the habit of working out. It's just enough that it can fit into a really busy schedule. And the last health-related goal is 6 hours average of sleep. So a little bit more, a little bit less, but overall looking to get more sleep because 4 hours on average is not enough. Today we're going to dive into the first 2 and kind of touch on the last one. But to give you an idea of what everything looks like, we're going to start off with a couple of numbers. My weight started out at 223.8 pounds. My body fat percentage was 38.1%, and my overall calorie goal whenever we started this year was 2,290 calories per day. As of middle of February, my weight is 218.4 pounds. My body fat percentage is 34.8%, and my current calorie goal is 2,150 calories per day. Overall differences so far, we have 5.4 pounds, which have been lost. My body fat percentage has dropped to 1.3% so far, and my calorie goal has decreased by 140 calories per day. I'm feeling really good about that weight loss so far, which is always the funnest number to talk about. The body fat percentage, while, you know, proportion to what I'm planning on losing, it may not be exactly on track. It is definitely going in the right direction, and that's way more important to me than it, you know, dropping by 2 or 3% in just a month. And if you've ever read a book like The Compound Effect, it's more or less we're setting up the system or the habits that get us to where we want to go, and that it seems to be working exactly the way it is. So I include the calorie goal just to kind of talk about this. The deficit for my weight loss is likely due to just the difference in the nutrition that we've been taking in. We have been eating a lot more whole foods, a lot more cooked from scratch type of foods, but I'm changing kind of the calorie side of it and the nutrition side of it because I believe when I worked out more, I wanted to eat more, and I justified the extra eating because I worked out for that day. Nutrition plays a ridiculously heavy part whenever it comes to things like weight loss goals and your overall health and fitness goals, how much energy you have. So it's important to take in enough energy throughout the day, enough food throughout the day in order to do what you need to do. But overall, I just want to make sure that my nutrition's on point so that I can actually hit some of these goals. So far this year, we've missed 2 weeks of 3 workouts per week. Last week, we didn't have any workouts, which I talked about in my previous video. And this week, we had one really solid workout, which was actually unplanned. We did it just kind of spur of the moment, which I'm really excited about. And that is kind of making me feel pretty good about the future of our workouts, because we're starting to figure out different strategies whenever we're scheduling these workouts to make sure more of them can fit in the week, just in case one drops through, another can take its place, or we have backup days, things like that. But we're being a little bit more strategic because we like the feeling of being done with a workout. So we're trying to actually do it, which makes me really happy about the progress we're making towards building that habit. And that's exactly why we set the bar at 3 workouts per week. So in the next couple of months, we're more or less going to try and keep this system going, keep it as consistent as possible. So I'm going to stay at the exact same calorie deficit. I keep the workouts at 3 per week. Keep on trying to track everything exactly how we have been. But I don't see any reason at this stage in order to, say, increase the calorie deficit or the number of workouts, because I believe in kind of the compound effect whenever it comes to nutrition-based progress. So far in life, I've been living a life that supported 225 pounds and 40% body fat. Now, if I start living the life that is conducive to 180 pounds and 20% body fat, then that will happen over the course of some time. Overall, we're trying to set up a system that is going to be a lifestyle change going forward. The other thing I just want to briefly mention is we're not really trying to change absolutely everything. So like, we're still going to eat chips and queso whenever we go to a restaurant with a bunch of friends. We're still going to take drinks. We're not like doing ultra restrictive diets or anything like that. And that's just because we both understand it's important to live life in between all of these goals. But overall, my calorie goal for the week needs to average out to 2,150 calories for me to feel confident that I'm making the right type of progress. If you're interested in knowing more about the actual processes that I use in order to track things like my nutrition and my fitness, go ahead and subscribe now, because we're going to be talking about that in a future video. Hit the like button on this video if you loved absolutely everything about it. And if you have any comments, please let me know in the comments down below. But like I said, if you subscribe, you'll get all of the updates about our financial, fitness, and family-centered goals. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.